There's so many gems in the story of David and Goliath. One, you have Goliath challenging the children of Israel and King Saul to battle him. If someone would come down and fight him and they beat him and kill him, then the Philistines will be the servants of Israel. But if Goliath kills the man that comes down, then the children of Israel will be the servants of the Philistines. In this story, it states that Goliath challenged King Saul in Israel for 40 days. And no man came and presented himself to fight Goliath. They were armed to battle, but because of their fear, they were paralyzed in their position. When they saw Goliath, they didn't see anything in themselves that was able to defeat what was before them. And David comes along, coming at the direction of his father to bring food to his brothers. And as he's bringing the food, he hears what Goliath is saying. And something inside of him gets disturbed by the message of Goliath. He's like, who is this guy? Who does he think he is? He's coming to present himself against the army of God. He's coming to challenge God. David saw the same man that the children of Israel saw. They were armed and ready to fight. David had no armor on. He wasn't there to fight until he heard the words of Goliath. Sometimes God puts you in position not to slay the giant for you, but to slay the giant in someone else's life. Someone is paralyzed in fear and they can't get past it. They know that they are meant to do great things in their life. They can't get beyond what they see. So what God does is he intervenes into their life and puts you in that position so that you can hear the words of the giant. For you to hear that that boy will remain paralyzed for the rest of his life. For you to hear that that debt will never be paid. You're in that position. You're in this position right now because God wanted you to hear the giant. Because your experience has been like David's. You have seen God work in your life over and over again. And you're not afraid of anything because of what God has done for you. The enemy has no power over the word of God. When you trust your life in the word of God, nothing can come against you and win. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. If no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and you believe and have faith in God, God has positioned you in such a time as this to fight for those that don't believe, to stand in the gap of those that are afraid. So when you go and you demonstrate God's power, you're not there to get a pat on your back or for someone to tell you how great you are. You are there because God has rooted you there so that people can see the glory of God. So that they can trust that God is a healer, that God is a provider, that God is a deliverer. He is there using you so that people can see his presence.